Does it feel different going into a fight week at the beginning of the year versus kind of just somewhere in the middle?
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like used to it. Maybe I fought at the beginning of the year a few times, but I don't know. I'm used to it. Plus, I wrestled like growing up, so I'm used to missing the holidays, not getting to eat, and being unhappy.
Yeah. Did you have to miss a lot of the holidays?
Well, I mean, not really miss. I'm spending time, but like as far as like I'm not getting to pig out and drink and eat with everybody, but so I get to spend quality time.
I know you're coming off a pretty tough loss. Can you talk to me a little bit about the mental kind of way that you recover from that and get back into a positive mindset?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't my first setback. I've been a professional fighter for a decade now, and you know, I'm so like mentally strong. I'm confident, and my confidence comes from my training and my team around me. So I feel like if you put in the work, it's hard to like kind of sway that confidence. So I'm feeling rejuvenated and revived, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to prove a point this weekend.
What did you learn from that fight?
There's off of losses, there's always something you could take away. There's small details. Oh, let's work on this, work on that. But I think for me, I was like, it was kind of like a big mix-up. A lot to happen. I was a co-main event the week before. They switched it up to main event. So it was just a lot going on that week. But just a lot to take away from it. Small details to brush up on, and we did that.
And you talked to me a little bit about this upcoming opponent. What were your thoughts when you first got the name?
Yeah, I mean, Mario's a tough fighter. He's on a 5-fight win streak, and I kind of had an inkling that they would try to push him into the rankings at this point after winning 5 in a row. So I kind of suspected this fight, but at the same time, I was hoping for like a little bit more of like a ranked opponent. But I'm gonna go do my business this weekend, and then I'm gonna show I'm one of the best in the world, and then I'll be right back there.
What are you expecting from him?
We're so well studied. And I'm not gonna get into what I'm expecting, so he can, watch this and be like, okay, oh, that's what he's doing. So, but my team is very well studied, and we're ready.
And I know every fighter always says that they're prepared for however long it takes, or wherever the fight goes. But what would you like to see? Do you think it's going to be in and out pretty quick, or do you feel like he's going to be a tough one?
Well, ideally, I'd like to go out there and starch him right away and go out and have some tequilas. But that's it's MMA is the toughest sport in the world, and he's a tough fighter. So we're both very exciting, fast-paced fighters. I'm expecting to put on a dominant fight, but probably a fan favorite fight for sure.
And last question for me: do you have any New Year's resolutions or any goals for the year that you can share with us?
No, I'm not really big on the New Year's resolutions. I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to be better, surround myself with better people so I can keep growing too. So no particular New Year's resolutions for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Was there any reason for the longer layoff this time?
That's a good question. I don't know. I like to be active. I would like to stay more active. Hopefully in 2024 I can get at least 3 fights. I would be very happy with that.
Awesome. I guess I want to ask about, did you have to deal with the fan backlash, them talking shit about your last fight? Like, I know, MMA fans have short attention spans, so they forget that you're on this long run, beat Jack Shore, undefeated prospect, and then you go out there, lose the Song Yadong, and now you suck, right?
Wrong. I'm not new to this sport. And I don't tap in like that. I'm not someone who's like her crazy presence on social media where I'm like, what are they saying about me? I don't give a fuck what the fans are saying. Go ahead and sit back and watch. Do what your guys are. If you could do what I do, you'd be in there doing it. So go ahead and watch. Enjoy the fight. I'm gonna do what I always do. Put on a show. Since your last fight, your old pal Sean O'Malley won the title. What were your thoughts on that? Inspirational. If Sean O'Malley could become a world champ, literally anything in this world is possible. So, and I will say he has I brought the Sean O'Malley Timex. I think he had a collab with them, and I was like International Fight Week, and they offered to me. I was like, oh, I'll take that. That's a cool one. So let's go, Sean. How do you think he does against Cheeto? I'm so confident in Cheeto. I used to train with him back in the day. I know what he brings, and if you watch that first fight, it's a bad matchup for Sean. So I'm confident that Cheeto's going to be a world champ, and I'm very excited for him. And finally, how happy were you to see Vince go out to Japan and do his thing? Oh, That was crazy, man. In an arena like that in Japan, man, I was just hanging out with him last night. It's surreal, and he's been killing on a 3-fight win streak, dominating. Oh man, I'm ecstatic for him. I hope big things are coming for him.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, bud, for taking the time. You're back here at the Apex 3-rounder. Is that kind of cool to downshift? We know you can go for the 25. Your gas tank's never been, in question. But is it all right? Like, okay, 15, good. Like I know this guy. This will be a little not as tough as an assignment.
I mean, the rounds don't matter to me. Let's go in there and figure it out as long as it takes, But it is a little bit. It seems a little bit lighter work, 3 rounds. But I don't know. Yeah, you brought up the Apex too. I mean, it's fun to fight here. It's cool little environment. You get like all these like famous people in the crowd, and it's very exclusive. But there's nothing like walking out in an arena, and I can't wait to get back to that.
That's awesome, man. Can't wait to see you back there as well. With your opponent, once you got that name across on the contract or manager called and said, you're like, okay, this could be fight of the night. We match up pretty well, and not saying you guys are complete mirror images, but for sure you can fuse to really put on a fun show. And I can see the smile already forming. Like this, do you agree with me that this could honestly be fight of the night type of fight? Yeah,
Mexican fighters bring it every time, but you keep saying like we're similar. That's why I had to cut the mullet off. I was like, if we look this similar, I'm not gonna be the ugly one. so here we are.
I miss the mullet, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, appreciate you guys.